Hello loves, I have a beautiful DIY to share with you. It is all the rave this year and it costs online and in high-end at department stores between $80 and $135. But I created it for under $20. You're interested? Then stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and get started. So what we have here to make these gorgeous velvet ornaments DIY are some shatterproof clear ornaments. You can use glass if you like. We have some black flocking. You can purchase this from Amazon, but they don't have it in the regular just bag. They have it in the kits. So I purchased one on Amazon just to give you an example. This is a kit from Amazon for something like $17. You get the little applicator, you get the flocking, and you also get the paint that matches the flocking. You have to, so if you're going to do this without a kit and want to buy your own paint and flocking, make sure it matches when you get ready to apply it. You can purchase your flocking also from Craftflocking.com, where they have assorted colors, and also they have package deals where you can purchase more than one for a price. I like their website because their flocking packages are pretty reasonable. This, I believe, was $5 and some cents. And the ones on Amazon, like I said, was $17 and some change. I love the look of the velvet ornaments. We are going to make those today for pennies, basically. I can make about 12 of these for under 20 bucks. And all you need is these plastic ornaments, or some flocking and some paint. Everything else is just your tools, your sponge, or you can use a regular brush application, a bowl to put your paint in, and a nice tray and a spoon so you can be able to catch your flocking and be able to apply the flocking to your ornament. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to get our ornament ready. And what I mean by that is you need a skewer and some foam that you could be able to tape your ornament onto the skewer like this, and then be able to apply it inside the foam so it can hold steady while it dries. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and apply our tape. I already have something here. So what I do is I don't use the whole wide width of the tape because that's a little bit too much. I normally cut it in half and I wrap it around here. Try not to get it on a lot of the ornament, so just barely on top of the ornament, and just wrap it around. I have some scissors. The less tape that you use, the easier it be to get it off. So then I take my stick, the flat end, and put it in the center and just squeeze the tape around my stick here, and you have a nice steady handle that you can use to apply your paint. Before we start to paint, you must I normally clean my ornaments off with water or alcohol or whatever, just to get all that residue off of it. So we're going to pour some of our black paint in here. Now for one ornament, I don't think you need that much. I have about that much, so that's probably not even a teaspoon. And we're going to start off with this, and you're going to apply this straight onto the ornament. I normally start at the top and go around the cap or the mouth of the ornament and brush down. Now you want to apply 2 coats of this. One coat will not cover the ornament enough that it won't be transparent when you apply the flocking. So you want to cover this very, I wouldn't say thick, but very thoroughly. So we're going to paint this on here 1 coat, and then we're going to let it dry, and we'll paint a second coat, and then we'll move on to the second stage. And you can see it goes on here pretty nicely. This is acrylic paint, just in case I didn't mention that. So I think this is good for a first coat. So we're going to let this dry, and then we're going to go over it again with our second coat. So that's the first ornament. We'll do another one. It's pretty easy. It's very addictive too, I tell you, because once you get into it, and like I said, the Craftflocking.com have many assorted colors, and you get into it and start making these beautiful velvet ornaments, and it's addictive. Okay, so that one is covered very nicely, and we're going to wait till that dry. I'm going to wash off my brush, and I think it probably will dry in about 20 minutes. This is a great project if you have some old colored ornaments. Just make sure when you purchase your flocking that it's the same color as your ornament. But this will be a great upscale for old ornaments. Okay, we're going on to the second stage. So I'm pouring my flocking in my pan here. And I have my spoon ready. And here is our first ornament that is dry. And we're going to go ahead and put another coat. This is the second coat. And what we're going to do is put it on here, not thick, but you know, wet, very wet. So is that considered thick? You know. But you get my meaning. You don't want to put this on here thin that it dries quickly. You want to put this on here thick enough that it remains wet, and so the flocking can stick on here. So there's two ways that you can apply your flocking. This is the first way that I'm showing you here. So now what you do is you put the flocking on here generously, and I mean pour it on. There is no right or wrong way. You just pour it on here. Now this is the easiest way I know how to do it. They do give you an applicator in the kit that Amazon has, but that applicator, it looks like what do you call those barbecue containers that you put barbecue, mustard, you know, those kind of condiments inside, and the hole is not all that big if you want to sit there and shake. The only thing about that is that once you apply it on here, while you're shaking, the paint been done dried. And you start to get splotches. Alright, so you have to be careful not the spoon. So while it's on here now, I don't have any plastic gloves. I didn't even put the plastic gloves on here. But what we're going to do is mash it on here. See, I'm using my hand to mash the flocking onto the ornament, and make sure all of it is covered. You don't want this. Okay. So you just mash it on just like this, using your hand. Make sure you're not rubbing it. You just want to pat it on the ornament. And if you see any spots or that seem like it's transparent, then you just apply more flocking. Now don't apply more glue. Don't do that. Then you mess it up. Now I'm going to let this dry. And you can see how beautiful that is. Looks just like the velvet ornaments that you get in the stores or online, or those high-end stores, or either, I don't think I've seen any in Walmart, but I've seen them in CB2. I've seen them in Etsy, and they're ridiculously priced. I mean, I've seen 6 of these and they wanted $100 for it. It's ridiculous. 4 of them, they wanted $80. I'm like, no, no, no. We're going to learn how to DIY this. And it's pretty simple, guys. You just mash it on like that. That is just gorgeous. That is simply gorgeous. And you just put it on your phone and let it dry. So another way that you can apply your flocking is with Mod Podge. So if you don't know what Mod Podge is, it's a gloss luster, a water-based glue, sealer, and finisher. So I poured some in here so you ready to go. And basically we're going to apply it just like we apply the paint. Nothing special. Put it on here thickly. The only thing with this, and I probably should have took this off, is, well, at least some of it at the bottom, is the glue. When you tape this and you're gluing it on the ornament, if this, you don't want it to actually glue the tape down. So you see how I pulled the tape from the base of the ornament, so I can go ahead and get close to it as possible. Now this is a great way to do this application to save your paint. You might not have enough paint to do 2 or 3 coats, so you can use your Mod Podge to do the last coat to add the flocking. You do need at least 2 coats of the paint, because I will show you an example. I did one example so you guys can see what it looks like when you only do 1 coat of paint. And it may suffice for some people, but if you want a nice, beautiful flocked ornament and the flocking is gorgeous all the way around, then I would suggest to paint it twice before adding your flocking. Okay, so we have enough on here. You can see how much I use here. And we're going to take our flocking just like we did before. And we're just going to pour it on here. No special way of doing that. You just pour it on. I always start at the top. You never should start in sections with this, because if you start in sections, it doesn't look even. It's better to have too much than not enough. Okay, so now I think I have it evenly. Well, some at the top. It's not too even here. Top is a little bit harder, so that's the reason why I'm pressing it with the spoon before I use my hands. Okay, so now we're going to use our hands just like we did with the paint and press it on. Now that's the way I do it if you want to do the glue. I prefer the paint, but this is a great way to save your paint if you don't have that much paint left. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to wash my hands, let that dry, and then we'll complete the video with the finished product. Okay, everyone, so here is our finished product. I am loving this. It is gorgeous. So what I done, the last step I done was I sprayed this Mod Podge sealer, and that keep from the flocking falling off. So as you can see, I can rub this. You can hear how rough I'm rubbing it, and you see nothing comes off. That's paint. But as you see, nothing comes off. So I sprayed this on there and I left it on overnight, and it's still very soft, very velvet-like, and I just sprayed a very light coat, and that kept the flocking from falling off. Now, the example that I wanted to share with you guys is only using 1 coat, and you can see the ornament under it. That's 1 coat. when it's one coat of paint and I use the glue. And you can see how transparent that is. I mean, some people might go for that. I mean, this could be a nice look for a very rustic looking, not so elegant, but very pretty and rustic looking. Very different from the one that is covered. You can see the difference. This one is completely black. There is no transparency. And this one is the one that is only one coat. Yeah, I just wanted you guys to check that out. And I still have flocking left. I've done 6 of these. Still have a half a bag of flocking left, and maybe a half a bottle of paint. So that is great. I've done 6 ornaments that cost me about $7.50 for the ornaments, $5 for the flocking, and this paint I already had. You're talking about 12 bucks for 6, and I was looking in some of every store and online store, and this 6 will cost you close to $100. Crazy, right? So you can see how budget friendly this is to make it yourself, and it's a lot of fun. Like I said, it's addictive. So I'm so happy you guys stopped by and joined me today. If you love the video, go ahead, give me a thumbs up and share it. And also, if you're new to the channel, hey, my name is Bree. Welcome to Modern Living with Bree. How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you part of the family. And don't forget to click the notification bell twice so you'll be notified when I upload videos like this and on so much more for upcoming holidays. If you're my amazing family, thank you so much for joining me today for another video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Smooches!